Welcome to the World Trade Webcast. I'm Greg Sandler, president of thinkglobal.com, the B2B network for global trade leads. Today on the World Trade Webcast, our focus is on the new Global Chamber. It's been 45 years since the World Trade Centers Association was formed as a focal point for developing physical infrastructure around the world. And as we know, a lot has changed since then, and global business today is conducted in a much different way than it was 45 years ago. To help meet the needs of the 21st century global business community, an Arizona business executive is spearheading the launch of the Global Chamber. Doug Brunke, CEO of Growth Nation based in Scottsdale, Arizona, is an international marketer, cross-border growth expert, consultant, speaker, collaborator, and connector who helps companies grow their businesses regionally and globally. And Doug is the pioneer developer behind the Global Chamber. Doug, welcome to the World Trade Webcast.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate the opportunity.
Well, we're really pleased to have you here this week to talk about the Global Chamber, what it is, and where it's going. So let's jump right in to an overview of what is the Global Chamber.
Great. No, appreciate it. It's actually a metamorphosis from what we've been doing for the last 7 years. Arizona is not known for international, but lo and behold, for the last 7 years, we've had an organization. I started an organization called the Arizona International Growth Group. So it doesn't really roll off the tongue, right? But for some reason, it resonated with business, with government, with nonprofits, with the educational community to bring together and to collaborate amongst the globies of Arizona and the region to get together on a regular basis. So over the last 7 years, we've had nearly 400 speakers, many of which, at least half, have been top executives of companies across the region. And lo and behold, here we are. The thought was, maybe this thing has value outside of Arizona. So we've been testing that concept over the last couple years, and the Global Chamber was born.
Excellent. And can you tell us a little bit about who the Global Chamber is intended to serve and what your vision is for serving that market?
Sure, thank you. The real three things that we want to be able to do. We want to target executives, top executives primarily. That's our key focus. But those three things are, number one, there's not nearly enough people involved with global business. We love to see 10 times more people involved with global business around the world, but particularly in the US, but basically anywhere, because we think that's a good thing. Number two is we recognize, especially from the stories we've heard over the years and from our own direct experience, that we tend to be somewhat ineffective and unproductive when we go internationally. We always can do it better, 100% of the time. A typical complaint we get from a successful executive speaking over the last few years has been, hey, yeah, we're successful, but we did in 15 years what could have taken 5. So why did that happen? They took the wrong partner. They didn't have all the resources they needed. They counted on some resources that were not effective. They didn't know certain resources existed. Our fundamental belief is that it takes a village to grow globally. There's a lot of players around the world that are available to be a resource, but we don't always have them available at that moment, or we don't know about them. So we, through our collaborative approach, believe that we can make that whole process much more productive. And then third, one of my pet peeves is, and a complaint I've heard for many years, hey, I'd love to have a career in global business, but I can't find one. Wow, that's really sad. And then they settle for some national job or a local job, and they're not into the fun that we all know that global business is. And so I want to change that. I want more people, all people who want a global job in the community that they want to live in, to have a global job. So we're starting a career global center that's coming up right now.
Excellent. Well, that's a terrific overview, Doug. And we're out of time today, but we'll continue this discussion tomorrow. In the meantime, if you're interested in more information about the Global Chamber, visit its website at globalchamber.org. And you can subscribe to us with any of the links below and bookmark this page. All of our previous episodes are available right here at thinkglobal.com/webcast. Thanks for watching.